Hello everyone, this is ShadowMario41 and welcome back to Let's Play Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. I've been dreading this one, so I'm sorry if I'm not as energetic as I possibly can be. We're gonna go with, well, I haven't really decided for this star tournament, but I think we're gonna go with Star Daisy. Why? I don't know, but look at that jump. When you go from star to not star, that gets a huge increase in drive, so I think we're gonna go with Star Daisy. Don't particularly like Daisy as the character, but stat-wise, she's one of the best in the game, I think. Anyway, Peach's Star Invitational. There's no delaying it any further. I could sit around. You know, this menu screen looks really nice. I mean, look at that view of the course and everything. All right, I'll start. All right. Stop whining. Here we go. This is gonna be tough. I don't know what to expect. Let's do it. Now, from the other tournaments I've played and other matches I've played on this hole, you probably already know this by now, but this is where the game adds all the Mario elements to the mix. We're already down a power shot, by the way. This is when you see warp pipes, you see mushrooms, you see chain chomps, you see all sorts of things that just get in the way and make golfing miserable. But hey, that's what Mario Golf's all about. I was surprised, actually, when I first played this game, and even now, that there aren't more of these. This is really the only one, other than Bowser Badlands, which I don't even consider a course. I consider that a torture chamber, a hellhole. I don't even know. But we got a birdie to start things off. And if you notice, I do have a few extra birdie badges from last time. I did have one failed attempt on this, kind of lost. But hey, what can you do? We go back and we start it again. That's another reason why I was procrastinating on it so much, because I was like, oh, I gotta do that all again now that I lost. Anyway, let's see who we're playing against. The typical cast of characters, of course, until we get to Cap'n from Animal Crossing, Sahara from Animal Crossing, and Rover from Animal Crossing. I'm sure there's so many other references in there that I don't know. This Cooper from Paper Mario. And yeah, it gets ridiculous. How does Big Bully even play golf? Does Big Bully even have hands? I don't know, but then again, how does Thwimp play golf? How does a Pokey play golf? There's so many questions left unanswered in Mario Golf. Anyway, let's continue. Let's try to go over everything on the first shot, although with that accuracy, it doesn't look very good, but we could get a good bounce and get out of the chain chomp pit. That happens sometimes. I think it'll happen. Super top spin out. Yes. I gotta be a little more conservative with my power shots though, but let's see a replay on that. Hopefully we get a better camera angle. Kind of lame angle. Alright, fast forward a little bit. Kind of a lame angle. But yeah, it's a super top spin, made it bounce out of the chain chomp pit. It's only if it lands or comes to a stop in the chain chomp pit that it's considered an OB. Otherwise, it's, you know, you just bounce off of it. It's fine. I wanted to put a backspin on this. I didn't press B in time. I think we're going to have a replay because of that. Oh no, we didn't. It didn't even register it. Whatever. Alright, this one's weird. Look at how weird that is. Let's see. Get down there. Oh no, that curved way too much. I tried to play the slope, but I should have hit it much harder than I did. And maybe that's too hard. But no, okay, it went in. Nice par, I'll take that. So yeah, this is, again, my second attempt at this. It's a pain. It's really hard. I mean, it won't look very hard, but it's really tough. It's easy. It's so easy to mess up. And if you mess up, it's really hard to recover. So the key thing here is you have to be consistent. Consistently good, or even like pars and birdies. Like, you can't go with bogeys and stuff, because that's when things start falling apart. That was a pretty good tee shot. I mean, all things considering. Let's try that. Get in there. I know you can get in there. I know you wanna... Nope. I know you want to miss. Nah, whatever. We'll settle for par yet again. Pars are good. Pars are your friend in this. Daisy's animations are kind of boring, though. Another reason why I don't like Daisy as a character. I think she was unique when she was in Super Mario Land, and even in Mario Tennis, they kept her original design, but now she's just a Princess Peach clone, and they're doing it to try to balance out the gender differences or something like that within the Mario cast. Some convoluted thing like that. And I'm down power shots. This is bad. I gotta not use them very often. But that's another kind of interesting issue that I could talk a fair deal about that for a very long time. And wow, we're in pretty tough alignment here. Hold on, let me try to get out of this first before I go on a whole spiel about that. Alright, that should be fine. But I find that happens a lot, almost too much. I mean, I'm not saying that gender equality isn't important, because of course it is, and of course this is a touchy subject for a lot of people, and people are very adamant about it. So I definitely respect that. I'm not trying to take anything away from that. But I don't know. Sometimes it just seems a little unnecessary. Like you have Superman and then you have Superwoman, or isn't there? I'm pretty sure there's superhero, or it's like Superwoman, and then like She-Hulk and regular Hulk. It's like, come on. I mean, maybe there are some women superheroes. There's some female X-Men, which is good. But I don't know. Some of them just seem tacked on and a little ridiculous, if you ask me. But that's gonna come just short. No, it went in. I thought that was gonna go just short, but it didn't. I don't know. That's a little thing that I don't particularly like, but can't really do anything about it, unfortunately. Or maybe I will be in a position to do something about it someday, but I don't know. Not saying that there shouldn't be women superheroes. There definitely should, but I guess my point is if a female character, or even a male character, a character of the opposite gender, is created simply to be of the opposite gender, then I don't know if that's particularly a good idea. I don't know. Or a unique idea. Kind of lame. I mean, if you're gonna make a female or male character related to whatever, at least have it be a little different. I don't know. That's my rant of the day, I guess. And look, I can't even get that putt. How can I not get that putt? Because I was talking about this. I need to not... See, when I get sidetracked, I get terrible at this game. Or worse, I should say. Worse than I already am. So, I don't know. And hey, that rant was all on the spot, too. So, if I messed up or slipped up a little bit, my bad. And if you want to, you know, post your opinion of that, by all means, go right ahead. Yeah, let's hope that that shot makes it. That's not going to make it. Is it going to skip off the water? The backspin is what screwed me up there. The backspin screwed me up. If it had a topspin, it would have bounced right off the water and right in the bunker, but no. Of course it didn't. Of course I didn't put a topspin on it. I put a stupid backspin. That's not going to make it. So this is going to be for bogey. Unfortunate. Kind of negates the last birdie that I got. That's kind of what bogeys do in golf. Genius! Yeah, that's your bogey. I don't like Daisy animation, so I'm just going to skip over them. That's my rant. Feel free to add to it or post your opinion. Another thing, too, is... completely unrelated. In this tournament, the score to beat, I'm pretty sure, is 3 under par, or at least it was. It's usually somewhere in the neighborhood of 2 under par, 3 under par, which isn't ridiculous, but it's still pretty tough. If you don't believe me, then try it for yourself and see how you do. That's all I can say. But getting a score like that, even, you know, 2 under par, where you can say, well, come on, anyone can get 2 under par or 3 under par. It's tough. I mean, if you mess up in a course like this, you're more than likely going to get bogey, which sets you back. So that's where the main issue comes in. Let's go with that. Will that factor the rain in enough? Oh, it just kicked right off the lip. That's lame. That's lame. That should have gone in. Oh well. I should have moved it over a little more to the right. But I'll blame the game rather than myself, because that's easier to do. So, whatever. Anyway, let's try... Oh, crap. I was going to try to do this thing. But look at that wind. That is a vicious hurricane force gale there. But we're going to try it anyway, because I'm stubborn and I want to do it to prove that I can do it. Hit it up in the rough. I don't know if the game designers intended for this. I'd imagine not, because it's kind of a cheap trick. But this is also a good way to get out. This would be for albatross, and it's not that far away, all things considered. I don't know. Let's see what happens. It's interesting. No, that's definitely not going to go in. This is for eagle, though. That would certainly be nice with that bogey that I got before, if I can get eagle here, but I don't know about that. That putt looks to be a little bad. It's a little bad, if you ask me. I should get this one out. Get in there! Oh, so after all that, I get a 3-putt par. Isn't that just wonderful? That should not have happened. That was ridiculous. Actually, you know, I should have set myself up for a better eagle putt rather than going for it. But again, blaming the game, so much easier than blaming yourself. You should try it sometime. Blame the game rather than yourself. It's wonderful. Speaking of blame the game, I better get on the fairway. Alright, good. Alright, let's see, what can we do from here? I guess we gotta go hooking around the mushroom. That's a weird shot. But hey, well, let's do it. Oh god, I better make it. Alright. Off this fast. Oh no, I don't like that angle. That camera angle means bad news all the time. Oh, a heavy rough. Okay. I thought that was the OB camera. It looked like it for a sec. What the hell? Can I get a worse camera angle? I can't even see. I can't even see. Alright, come on. Camera, hello. I know that big thing is in the way, but give me something. Look at that. That's the default angle. What the hell good does that do? I don't know. Alright, let's try it for that. I don't know where I'm going. This is a blind chip in. If this goes in, then that would be pretty awesome, but of course it does not. Anyway, let's putt this in. Just like that. And there we go. Nice par. And we get a standard non-exciting animation. So somehow I got par out of that. That was ridiculous. Like, come on. I know I was in a tough spot there, a spot that you don't normally golf from, but at least have the camera be somewhat good. But no, of course not. That should be a good tee shot, though. Maybe. But yeah, that's the thing about this course. Oh god. Yeah, that backspin screwed me over there. It's just that it's so hard to do it consistently and not mess up, because if you mess up, that's when you start to fall behind, and it's hard not to make a mistake in a course like this. It's very easy to mess up, so that's where you fall into trouble, and that's where I fall into trouble. I think that's where everyone falls into trouble, but this should be a good chip regardless. Too much of a spin. I've been having that problem lately. You put either a super top spin when it should have just been a top spin, or no spin at all, or super backspin. Like what that water has. The backspin is what screwed me up. So, I don't know. But I'll get a nice par. Nice pars are nice. They are nice, and they are par.